आपतामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम् आर्तानामार्तिहन्तारं भीतानां भीतिनाशनं द्विषतां कालदण्डं तं रामचन्द्रं नमाम्यहम् सन्नद्धकवची खड्गी चापबाणधरो युवा गच्छन्ममाग्रतो नित्यं रामः पातु स लक्ष्मणः नमः कोदण्डहस्ताय सन्धिकृतशराय च खण्डिताखिलदैत्याय रामाय पन्निवारिणे रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेदसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः अग्रदपृष्ठदश्चैव पार्श्वदश्च महाबलौ आकर्णपूर्णधन्वानो रक्षेतां रामलक्ष्मणौ मङ्गलं कौसलेन्द्राय महनीयगुणाब्धये चक्रवर्ती तनुजाय सार्वभौमाय मङ्गलं सियावर रामचन्द्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। नमः श्री तुलसीदास सद्वरिष्ठाय धीमते पूरितं हृदयं येन रामप्रेमामृतेन मे दक्षिणे लक्ष्मणो यस्य वामे तु जनकात्मजा पुरतो मारुतिर्यस्य तं वन्दे रघुनन्दनम्। What's going on? Just change, to 8. You don't need to use that. You change in the phone, computer. Nine, 8. I think, what about the people? Usual people are not there? Doha number 8. That's one last. Okay. भाग छोट अभिलाष बड़ करव एक विश्वास पैहि सुख सुनि सुजन सब कल करहि उपहास बाग चोट अभिलाष बड़ करहु एक विश्वास पैहि सुख सुनि सुजन सब कल करहि उपहास सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय। Knowledge and devotion both together makes an individual recognize one's own limitations. Many times we whatever be the professional knowledge that we have or other skills and abilities, narrowly when we view that, we appear to get some pride over that. Oh, I know this much. But here, Tulasidas says, I have very limited knowledge about everything. Bhag chot, my role here in the explaining of Ramacharitmanas is very, very limited. But at the same time, abhilash bad. My ambition is very high. What I want to achieve is great. So when we recognize our own limitations, we really seek the help. And what humans cannot help, only Bhagavan can help. Swamiji, my children, no, so they are becoming so unruly. What do I do? Bhagavan, pray karo. You have done your part. You have given them what they need to have, education or, values and other things. But beyond that, what can you do? Once they are out in the world, you have no control over that. It is like I always give this example. To fly a kite, what is most important? Somebody would say breeze or wind. Kite, of course, is necessary. But most important thing is the rope that connects with your hand. The thread that connects you to that kite, right? If that is not there, it will be lost. So what you can do is, all that you can do from your hand is to control that which is flying very high. If that is gone, then you do not know where that is gone. It's going into the wind and then you're lost. So in our life, we must have a constant connection with the Lord. Like a thread anchored onto Him. This is what we have to get it into the heads of all the children, that you have to have some faith in something which will ultimately help you. If that is lost, depression, suicidal tendencies, I'm lost, I don't know, nobody wants me, nobody likes me, I'm useless, better to die. These kind of suicidal thoughts and other things come only when we are not anchored, connected to the Lord. So here we see Bhag chot abhilash bada. And therefore, karahu ek viswas. Therefore, I have viswas. I have a hope. I feel that I will be saved, in spite of the fact that I am incapable of doing anything. But because I have a viswas, as I told you before, it is like swas. You breathe out and you breathe in, right? Do you know that you will breathe in again? When you go to sleep also, do you know that you will continue to breathe? Or every time you breathe out, how are you sure that you will breathe in? I will breathe my last. Then you are done. Is it not that's what they use, no? Oh, he breathed his last. So that's swasa. One who knows that it will happen, that's called Vishwasa. So hope is that belief in something unknown. Bhaga chota abhilash bada karahu eka vishwas. Pahe hi sukha suni sujan sab. Sab sujan. People who are wise, intelligent, thinking, they will enjoy this very composition of mine because it is closer to their heart, to the Lord. It is like, some people have great affinity for Hindustani music. And some people have Carnatic, some people have Bollywood, Hollywood, whatever it is. So when you have a great inkling for something, you enjoy it. Me, I sleep. Especially Hindustani. It's like a lullaby for me. Okay, I don't have inclination for that. So when you have Bhagavan's love for Bhagavan, which is what I am expressing through this my limited knowledge, he says, Pahehi Sukha Suni Sujana Sabha. But those who do not have that love for the Lord, Kala Karahi Upahas, they will only laugh. So this is explained in a few more verses here. Suchanaha buddva sukhameshyanti abodena hasanti durjanaha. Sujanaha buddva sukhameshyanti. They will enjoy, but at the same time, abodena hasanti durjanaha. People who do not have that mind will only laugh. Continuing here, Kala parihasa hoya hita mora. Kaka kahi kala kanta katora. Hasahi baka dadura chata kahi. Hasahi malina kala bimala batakahi. Kabita rasikana rama padanehu. Tinakahu sukada hasarasayehu. Basha baniti bori mati mori. Hasi bejoga hase nahi kori. Kala parihasa hoya hita mora. Kakahi kala kanta katora. Hasahi bakada durajatakahi. Hasahi malinakal bimala batakahi. Kabitarasikan rama padanehu. Tinakaha sukata hasarasayehu. Basha baniti bori mati mori. Hasi bejoga hase nahi kori. Kala, as he saw, people who are wicked, evil, parihasu hui. For them it is a question of laughter. Good things when we tell also, people only laugh. Advice or about devotion, about Bhagavan, about the Lord, about anything that is good for an individual, for people who think great about themselves or evil, they will only laugh. And so, kala parihasa hoyi tamora. Even when they laugh, actually, it is only benefit to me. How it is? Because it is like kakakahi kala kanta katora. It is like a crow calling the cuckoo as horse. Isn't it? Katora, katora. It is, making such a harsh sound. Who says that? World will know what a cuckoo does and what a crow does. So when they laugh, everybody will know how limited is their perception, how crooked and narrow are they. As I said before, Tulasidas when he was alive, he was not at all treated properly. He was dishonored, disrespected, humiliated for what he did out of devotion only. For, as I said before, Tulasidas, there was nobody who has done this work of Valmiki. Between Valmiki and Tulasidas, thousands of years have passed away. Nobody dare do it. And because that language in which Valmiki has written, has become obsolete over a period of time. It was only among the Pandit people who are highly scholarly, they were able to decipher what Valmiki ji has written because of the language. Over a period of time, many other language influences and then colloquial languages, Prakrita bhashas have come into effect. People stopped learning Sanskrit, thanks to British also. They eliminated that kind of a learning. It was confined to few people. So obviously literature also became obsolete. As I said, you should see that episode on Upanishad Ganga on Tulasidas ji. You will have tears in your eyes. How much he feels the lost wisdom. How much he feels that it has to be brought back. And so he attempted it. So he said, I'm attempting. I'm not saying I'm great. I'm not as great as Valmiki. It cannot be. I cannot be. But at the same time, I feel that a character, a personality like Ram should be enshrined in the heart of everybody so that they know that doing the right thing is not a punishment. It is an opportunity. It is a great endeavor. It has to be done with love, with devotion. So here, Asahi, they will laugh at me. Like a crow calling the cuckoo as horse in crying out. Hasahi baka dhatura jatakahi. Again, a Chataka bird, it is said legendary bird, is that which keeps waiting for, it keeps singing at the same time waiting for the raindrop to come directly from the heaven, from the sky to itself. It won't drink any other water. Chataka bird. And at the same time, Asahi hamsahi bhagavadatura chatakahi. A swan, Chatakahi, Chataka here is a heron. Okay, not the Chataka bird comes later on in the next part. Hasahi baka dhatura chatakahi. So, baka is the heron that is making fun of the swan. So, heron is one which stays in one place and then keeps looking for the fish. Whereas the swan is one which is so beautiful and it can discriminate between milk and the water. It is so capable. But it may not be as attractive as the other one. So, the Hamsa bird is made fun of by the baka, and a manduka or the frog making fun of the Chataka bird. These are all seen in the world and we know who is better. So too, it will be better for me they laugh because then they will make fun of them. Everybody will make fun of themselves only. They know those who are laughing are those who have nothing between the ears. Empty space. Khali. Kuch nahi, echo. If you speak on one side, it will echo on the other side. That's why our Gurudev would say, don't keep it Kali. Because what you hear should stay here for you to think. Otherwise, it will go from here to here. Nothing happens afterward. So after 1 hour of lecture, Gurudev used to say, did you understand anything? So everybody say, yes, yes, yes. Tell me, what did you know? I think you said 3 jokes. That is not the purpose of it. So, asahi baka dhatura chatakahi. Asahi malina khala. Those who are dull-witted, impure, they laugh. Asahi malina kala vimala batakahi. So, such people who are impure, malicious, evil, they laugh. Even as what is given to them as this knowledge is pure. Bimala Batakahi. What is given to them is the most pure knowledge demonstrated by the Lord Himself. It is said that Veda Vedye Pare Pumse Jate Dasharadatmaje Veda Pracheta Sadadi Asid Sakshat Ramayanatmana. Veda Vedye Pare Pumsi, that very Purusha which is discovered in the Vedas. That very Purusha, Paramatma, Purushottama as he is known, himself is born as the son of Dasharada. Jate Dasharadatmaje. Dasharada Atmaja, Bhavena, Rupena, Ramaha, Veda Purushaha, Uttama Purushaha, Purushottamaha eva jataha. He alone is born as that very Purusha indicated as Brahman alone is born as the son of Dasharada. And the Vedas taken the birth as what? Ramayana. Veda Vedye Pare Pumsi Jate Dasharadatmaje Veda Prachetasa Asid. Prachetas means Valmiki. Through the Valmiki, Veda Prachetasa Asid. Sakshat Ramayanatmana. So Ramayana is considered as the Veda itself. And the person, central person who is glorified through Ramayana is Sri Rama himself is Purushottama. So here it is said, Bimala Batakahi. I am speaking something which is so pure. And the language that I have used is for a common person to understand. Prakrita Bhasha. And those who are scholars, those who are great, highly literate, and they only would read everything in the Sanskrit language because they think it's Deva Bhasha. It cannot be polluted. It has to be spoken only in that. Gurudev also, when he started to speak to the common man in English, how much of opposition he has got? Same as Tulasidas only. They burnt even his Yajnashala, where he was giving talks in the night. Evening he talked and went back. Next day they reported that it was burnt. Why? The scholars did not like it. And so Gurudev only laughed. And there is one episode where these local Brahmins or Pandits, they come and, they shout at him where he was staying. You, what do you think? You are a great scholar or what? You're speaking that in the Malayacha language. The English language, they refer to the Malayacha language. Malayacha language, you are speaking that of pure knowledge. How can you pollute this? Gurudev calmly said, I am trying to give that knowledge which is most precious to common man. Speak that in English, in Sanskrit if you want to. Jayato Vishayan Pumsa Sangasteshu Pajayade Sanga Sanjayade Kamaha Kamat Krodo Vijayade Krodat Bhavati Sammoha Sammohat Smriti Vibramaha Smriti Brahmsha Buddhinasha Buddhinasha Pranashiti. What is the meaning? He asked. And those fellows have completely taken back. We don't know exactly. If I speak in that language, none of you will understand. What's the point? It should be kept aside and finally it is lost and gone. So what people are able to know through that language you speak. If a small child is there, will you speak to him in which language you speak? The child is about to be learning language. And as I used to say when I go to a kindergarten class, then the children, Hari Om Swami Ji. So they are very eager to listen some story from me. They were looking at concept of Maya in Brahma Sutra. I can speak. They will only look at me. Sympathy, very full of sympathy. What's wrong with this person? So you have to go according to the person who's listening. So he said, so here I am writing this in the language which nobody has attempted. Not that I am proud of that, I'm great, feeling great, but I am humble. I am humbly seeking your acceptance to this. Kabita Rasikana Rama Padanehu. Those who do not have love for the Lord's feet. But Kabita Rasika, those who are great lovers of literature. Kabita Rasika, those people who are Rasikas of literature, Kavita, poetry, prosody, Na Rama Padanehu, Nehu Sneha. Then there is no sneha, love, affection, devotion to the Lord's feet. Tinkaho sukada hasa rasaheku. So what? They will look at me, look at this composition as, so for them, does not give any kind of joy in their heart. It's only making them feel very amused. That's the word. Hasa rasa. Tinakahu sukata. How can it give any kind of joy? It will, even if it gives joy, the joy is only out of making fun. Even you can be happy by writing also, you can be happy about making mockery of others also, right? So there are enough, what it calls? Memes. They do that? Memes, right? Memes? What is it called? Yes. Memes, right? So then some situation happens and then they make for laughter out of that. So like that, they make a laughter out of that. I'm happy that they are happy about this by making mockery of it. But why they are making mockery of it? Because their heart is empty. There is no love for the Lord. Dinakahu sukada hasa rasayehu Basha baniti bhori mati mori. So, Bhasha baniti. I am writing or composing this in the Bhasha or language which is of the common man. That is why you find Sanskrit word only, but you will Neha. What means Neha? Some people give the name also. Neha. S was forgotten. Kaha pe S hai, forgotten. Why? Not necessary. What do you mean by that? You know, people have a very funny idea. I had the other day also. Anupama means what? Incomparable. But I want to start the name to start with Na. That one Nupama. What does it mean? And now we have kept that name. Think about it. The original meaning is lost. But here, to make the people understand easily, even though it's a Sanskrit word, but over a period of time, the dialect has changed to this. From Sanskrit only, the other language, these languages have come, but they, instead of Sneha, Neha. So that's why he has used the word Nehu, Rama Padanehu, Na Rama Padanehu. So making it easy for common man to understand. So Basha Banita Bhori Mati Mori. So I am composing this with the Prakrita Audi language because I can think from the standpoint of a common man. Even though he was a scholar, he was a Sanskrit scholar. Otherwise, how will he understand what is written by Valmiki? And if we see every khanda beginning, he put some Sanskrit compositions there. But at the same time, keeping the mind that it is who is going to read this? What will make sure that maximum number of people can understand this? Only when it is written in the language which they know. So he started to think in the direction. Therefore, Bhori Mati Mori. With that mind of the common man, I am writing this. Hasibe joga hase nahi khori. So, even though it is ridiculed by people, hasibe jog hase nahi khori. So, even though they are making fun of what I am saying, but they will not be punished for this. They will not be incurring any sin, because not that they are committing any major mistake, they are not able to follow along with my thoughts. That is why. So I will not feel bad about it. Nor they should be punished for what they are doing. From the standpoint of their own scholarly skill, etc., obviously this is not considered great. They will not even accept it as a literature. In his times, it was not accepted as a literature. As I said, some of the things were even burned. And out of memory, he reproduced the whole thing. So that was the greatness of Tulasidas ji. Prabhupada priti na samujini ki, tinahi kada suni lagi hi phiki. Harihara padarati matina kutaraki, tin kaho madura katara gobaraki. Rama bhagati bhushita jiya jani, suniha hi sujana sarahi subani. Kabhi na ho nahi vachana prabhino, sakala kala sab vidyahino. Prabhupada priti na samujini ki, tinahi kada suni lagi piki. Harihara padarati matina kutaraki, tinakahu madura katara gubaraki. Rama bhagati bhushita jiya jani, sunahe hi sujana sura hi sabhani. Kabhi na ho nahi vachana prabhino, sakala kala sab vidyahino. So again, Prabhupada Pritina, those who do not have the love for Bhagavan's feet. Now, when we say Bhagavan's feet, what exactly it is? If you understand the Vishu, Vishu is what? The New Year, right? Where you see all the various vegetables and fruits and other things, they will open up only after 10 o'clock. Surprise, So all these are all kept. It is said that all these are expressing prosperity. And the mirror is also kept. You kept the mirror also. It will reflect the whole thing, meaning let it be doubled. So it is said the Maharaja who was ruling Kerala, Bali, not Bahubali, Bali Chakravarti, he comes and visits on this day to his country and he wants to see the prosperity. And as you know, he was imprisoned by Bhagavan Vishnu. Why? Obviously, he had given that word. I am surrendering unto you. He said, Bhagavan Bhagavan Vishnu came in the form of a small vatu, as a small young boy, and he asked, I just want 3 feet of land. So he said, yes, I will give you, even though Shukracharya told him, don't do it. But Mahabali said, no, I want to, because it is my commitment to whoever asking at the Yajnashala, I will give. So he said, Tatastu. He poured the water at his feet. So then Bhagavan, he grew huge. And 1 foot, he covered the entire earth. The second, heaven. Third, he said, where do I put? Then Bali said, put it on my head. Now, the story, you know all of that. So where is the foot of the Lord? This. The entire creation, what we know, is Bhagavan's feet. If we understand this, Isha vasyamidakam sarvam yatkincha jagatyam jagat. Entire world, whatever is seen as the created world, is Bhagavan's feet. If we understand that, Prabhupada Preeti. Prabhupada Preeti means no creature, no being is to be considered other than the Lord. Adveshta sarvabhutanam. Every living being is Bhagavan's presence only. That is a true love for the Lord. Don't say, I go to Rama temple every Friday and then do some namaskar and then roll around and then come back. That is ritual. You can do that. But if you do not have the heart to see the Lord's presence in everybody's heart, what is the point? Going there and coming out more arrogant only. I am Bhakta of Ram, right? If you cannot see the presence of Him in everything, then it is an isolated engagement only. So the expansion of that love should be spread to everything, every living being. This is what Bhagavan demonstrated. Whether it is Guha, deep in the forest living as a tribe, or it is a Dasharatha, his own father, or a monkey, Vanara, Vibhishana, the Rakshasa, to everyone, he had same love. He embraced everyone as equal. Jatayu, a small squirrel. How is that possible? He had demonstrated this is what really Ram Bhakti means. This is how you love me. This is how you love really my presence. Prabhupada. So, for them it is disinteresting, unattractive only. Tinakahi kata suni lagehi phiki. Phiki means useless. It will only remain as useless narration of some story of somebody. So, this katha means story. I always say, what is a story? A story is something which must have something in store. Right? Otherwise, story has no meaning. What is in store? Storage, when you say, storage means it must have something in store, then only it is story. Similarly, a story, katha, become useful. Katha means to say something. Kadanam means to say. Katha means something which is useful to be said. So, tini katha suni lagahin phiki. They will gain nothing out of this. Harihara patirati matina kutaraki. Those who have the love for not only Bhagavan Rama, who is none other than Hari and Hara put together. Because Sri Rama is a great lover of Bhagavan Vishnu. As well, he is avatar himself. But at the same time, he is always a great devotee of Shiva. See, this is a particular reason why Tulasidas brings this point. Because there is, even at this time, Shaivites, Vaishnavites, the divisions who are going on, people fighting with each other, not tolerating each other. So he made sure that in his story, obviously, in Tulsi Ramayana, you will find more and more. The story itself is said by Shiva, Bhagavan Shiva himself. And in that very story where Bhagavan Shiva says, the character that Sri Rama always says, if you have true love for me, you must worship Shiva. Again and again. To make sure that these two do not deviate from each other. They should have common purpose. And Hari Hara Padarati Mati Nakutariki. Which mind does not contradict or do any argument while listening to the story. Those who have love for both Hari and Hara. Now you see, the word Hari as well as Hara come from the same root word in Sanskrit. Hr means to take away. Hari also, that one who takes away. Hara means also same. So hurry up, Hari Om. So Gurudev used to say 3 things in this world will cause you trouble. Hari, Bari, Kari. Hari, Bari, Kari. So hurry you should, but you should not be constantly in a hurry. So in Sanskrit, hurry means to take away. In English, hurry means to run from one pillar to post, constantly running. That will definitely disturb your health. Worry. Obviously, more and more you worry, more and more unhealthy you become. Then third one, curry. Eat carefully. Don't overload yourself. Anyway, here Hari and Hara. And both of them take away the individual's problems, afflictions, sorrows. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. When we say, oh Lord, loot, Gurudev said, luto, take away my problems. It is said both of them are masters of 5 elements. Panchatattvanam Ishwaraha. So they are considered as the Lord of all the 5 elements. And one scholar beautifully has put these points that both of them, like mace of Vishnu and Vibhuti of Shiva, shows how they are masters of earth. Both are metal, or one is metal and is burnt wood. Right? So that means they have total control of Prithvi Tattva. The lotus of Hari as well as Ganga of Shiva, both are controlled. Bhagavan stands on the lotus, he holds the lotus, which means what? All that is born of the water is under my control. And Bhagavan Shiva says, water itself is under my control. They are that control over the Jala Tattva. Then Sudarshana Chakra of Hari and third eye of Bhagavan Shiva, control of fire. Because Sudarshana Chakra is almost like that of fire. It is so powerful. And obviously we know, Agni Lochanaha. Panchajanya of Hari and snake of Shiva, control of air. Because snake is basically surviving with the air. And Panchajanya is nothing but blown with the help of the air. So when the conch is blown, the entire air stills. So that is why it is considered as both of them are proving the power over the Vayu Tattva. Garuda of Hari and Damaru of Shiva, the power over the space. Because the Damaru representing the control of the entire galaxy. And the Garuda is he is the what we call the king of the space. So both Hari and Hara representing the power of the Lord over the 5 elements. Those who understand Hari Hara Padarati Mati Nakutaraki. So they do not have any mental affliction or contradiction when they read this great story of the Lord. Tinakahu Madhura Katha Rakuparaki. For them it is Madhura Katha. For them, for those who do not have love, it is the Fiki Katha. For those who have love for both Hari and Hara, Tinakahu Madhura Katha Rakuparaki. More of it we see in the next session because we have to start the puja and all that. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkhabhat Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.